So, that was a piece written by Telemann in 1735 and recently been discovered only a couple of years back. A piece for solo viola da gamba. And actually, nice detail, this actual instrument that I was playing just a second ago was already there when Telemann wrote these pieces, because it was built in the south of Germany in the beginning of the 18th century, so around 1705, and Telemann was also in Germany, and he was playing the viola da gamba. So who knows? Okay, but that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about something which you intuitively know as a musician right from the beginning, right from a very early age. When you start playing music, you know that in human motivation there are two kinds. There are two kinds. One kind, so this is you, one kind we're all very familiar with, and that's the fact that others, parents, or later on school teachers and mentors and whatnot, bosses, directors, they're going to tell you, okay, if you do this right, I'm going to give you a reward. Or, if you don't do it right, like our famous Minister of Public Safety, then you get punished. So, but that's all from the outside in. So that's extrinsic. And then, of course, as a musician, you know that there's another kind, which goes from the inside out. Because you have to. I mean, being able to play an instrument at whatever level, it takes you about, well, you know the number, 10,000 hours. 10,000 hours at least. I think I made at least 30,000 hours on this instrument. So, I mean, if that has to come from the outside, people telling you to do this or do that, that's not going to work. It's just not going to cut it. It needs to come from within. And that's called intrinsic. Intrinsic. Oh, wait a minute. Of course, you can't read this, right? Because it's mirrored. But I think we can fix it. Fridolin, can we fix this? Aha, okay. So now you see how this works. So you don't have to learn to write mirror-handedly to work with this very nice thing, which is called a light board. And I love it, I just love it. It's fantastic, because the thing is, normally when you're presenting, you've got your visual material behind you. And in this case, you're looking with your audience at the same picture. So it's very funny, and it's a lot of fun to do too. So I'm very happy you have one in Utrecht. But again, we're not here to talk about light boards. We're not here to talk about musical instruments. We're here to talk about intrinsic motivation. And let's talk a little bit about that. But before we start, because I know that many of you are in social sciences. Yes, we have to flip back, right? Yes, that's one of these things. Okay, many of you are in social sciences, so I just want to make sure that you take out your second screen or your phone or whatever, and just punch in go to www.menti.com and use the code 7751620. Just go there and vote on this, because I want to know whether or not you are familiar with a thing called self-determination theory. That's the thing. So indeed, that's usually what happens. So you can do it, but the thing is, it's introjected. So it's not really from you, it's actually just from somebody else. Okay, so let's do it. So please, again, study this a little bit, and just think about sometimes. Okay, what? For example, if you don't feel good, okay, why am I doing what I'm doing right now? Which kind of motivation is that? That's a good exercise already. And second is, make sure that you find time and keep finding time for that intrinsic regulation. Because whatever you're going to do there is going to be very good for your well-being, and you're going to end up being very, very good at it. So I love doing this. I'm very intrinsically motivated to do this stuff. The only thing that I really hate is the fact that we have to do it in the studio and not live. So hopefully we'll meet each other sometime live. And thanks very much for the team here, for Jasmijn and Reza and Ad and Fridolin, of course, at Utrecht University. Thank you very much, and have a good day.